Hey guys, this particular perfume that is about to rave the internet, that is new, right? And the name is Delilah Blanche or Delilah Blanc from Maison, Alhambra. So I thought to just give my impression, like my first impression, although this is not the first time I'm smelling it, but then it's actually still a first impression because the perfume is still sitting and still about to macerate to give my full thoughts. This is actually supposed to be inspired or duping our well sorted after perfumes, the Mali Valaya. Okay, but that perfume is very pricey. I've smelled that perfume at the store and I really love that perfume. But for that price, girl, alongside this other perfume called Mystic Bouquet, which is actually, less pricey, but still, on the very high side. But then Maison Alhambra came up with their own inspired version and I was like, I need to grab this with both hands. I mean, have nothing to lose blind buying it because it's actually very fair in price. And then if it smells good, it's a win-win, okay? Let's talk about the fragrance, okay? I've smelled this before, like I told you, but for the purpose of this video, oh my god, this is actually very pretty. Okay, so right off the top, you have to allow it to air dry a bit because it's new, so the alcohol burst is a bit intense, but for few seconds, 5 seconds or so, it just goes off and then you start getting what you need to get. So right off the bat, the first thing I smelled is a very citrusy, a bit green, just like the back of a lemon or a lime. Not so intense, but sharp to that extent. Okay, it's like that, green like that, citrusy, musky, very fresh, very aquatic. And then when it dries down, it starts to smell very sweet and very citrusy. It smells very serene, actually, very clean. I love this perfume so much. It's good. It has tendencies to perform better. Like I told you, it's new. So comparing these to perfumes, the Mali Valaya, I would say the dry down is where it is at. Okay, so let's say the quality of this one is lower. I mean, considering the price, Valaya is so well blended, like top quality, and she just moves straight up in your face. Beautiful, well blended, very nice, musky, citrusy, sweet, fresh. But for this, you have to wait for it to dry down. The sharpness have to dry down and everything has to blend in very well after, like, say 5, 10, 15 minutes. Okay, you have to wait that long to start getting the similarities with the original. But I'm sure that after it macerates, I guess it's actually going to be smelling a lot better and a lot closer, not waiting that long for it to dry down, because this actually has good potential, honestly. In the dry down, the similarities with the original is like 70 to 80%. Honestly, guys, I would say once again, Maison Alhambra actually did their thing with duping this particular perfume on the screen, guys, and they did their thing and they did it right. Like, honestly, for a fraction of the price, guys, I don't mind to wait past the opening to smell like Valaya. Comparing these to Mystic Bouquet, I would say Mystic Bouquet is closer and a lot more smoother in the opening and in the dry down, closer to Valaya. If you cannot wait for the sharpness of this to dry down, you can get that. Okay, it is still a bit cheaper compared to Valaya, I mean, but not as cheap as this one. This is a good one and it's a very good blind buy. Everybody, olfactory journey, to fragrances is very different. This is what I get, point blank, and I'm sharing with you guys. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.